next 2-3 minutes I'll go to the roadmap. So we'll talk about cloud computing itself. What is cloud computing, and why should you learn cloud computing, and why should not you learn cloud computing, both, right? So that you can identify the importance of learning cloud computing or cloud services in this time, right? So because you are the person who is going to make a call for your career, right? So I wanted to really let you understand the intensity of learning cloud, right? How it can really impact your present and future. That's something we will go over. In a nutshell, we'll understand cloud computing, then we'll start talking about AWS or Amazon Web Services, one of the cloud platform. And that's why its name is AWS Workshop, right? And these are free. These are few suggestions here for you to open AWS account and things like that. The links are here. I'll talk about that later on, and then we will talk about few of AWS, like the very basic, very fundamental backbones which we must need to talk, global infrastructures, and then and how we communicate with AWS services, things like that. These are very fundamentals a person need to know before even they start playing with anything, right? And then we will be going over few services within this workshop. It may not be today, it may be in tomorrow's workshop. So we'll see how we progress. These are the few services we will definitely go over. EC2, I just put it here, but we will not go over EC2 most likely. The project we will be doing, it will be consisting these few services. So we will for sure cover these few services, and then we will build a real application within the class. Okay, I will leave some instructions or workshop instructions for you to do it by yourself if you struggle to do it inside the class. We'll talk a little bit details on the IAM in this class, as this is very fundamental things which you should know before even jumping anything on that, right? So on the day 2, we'll go deep dive, and then we'll do a project. When I say we'll deep dive, honestly speaking, these services is usually it should require a couple of classes to finish, right? So we will at least go to a certain extent that you understand what this service is and how we can use it and how can we build a small application. That will be our goal. That will be day 2, and we will be able to build a full application, right? That will give us a confidence that now again you can ask that, Jahidul, I don't know programming or whatnot. Do not worry on that. The purpose of the project is to I will provide you all the resources, so that you really do not have to go and start writing a bunch of code in order to complete it. But if you wanted to enhance and do something better, you may have to learn those stuff further in terms of programming. But other than that, these are instructions. You have to follow the instructions and connect the dots and make it work. Next is day 3. We may have to continue with the project. We'll see how we progress and what type of questions you guys are come up with, and overall. So we may have to go a little bit overview on the project, but mainly day 3 is focused on giving you a guidance that how really you can be prepared for AWS certification. Now there are different types of certifications. We'll talk about that and who can take which one. I will give you a general guidelines. Also, I will give you some resources. By following those resources, you should be able to appear your certification by your own.